Welcome to Quantum Exchange, and we're back in this wonderful podcast. And we're going to have a conversation today about money. So,
Yay!
what do you think about money today, Sandra?
Well, first of all, good morning, JJ. I'm so happy to be here. I want to say that this time that we spend talking about life issues is worth a lot of money. Like the things we share, that's one thing. That if we're going to talk about money and business and how we feel, I think that we have been able to put out a whole bunch of golden nuggets for our audience when we have our guests. And next week we're gonna have a guest.
Cool.
And it's special. It's a woman that specializes in money, so a money attraction. And so I've been listening to a lot of people saying how money is energy, and I follow a lot of women that make a lot of money. And I just want to say that in my experience with money and following and being around people with a lot of money, like money doesn't care about whether you use it for good or evil. Money don't give three shits about that. Money wants you to love it, to recognize it for what it brings you, because the money is like money is a piece of paper, right?
Yeah.
But the attracting that money into your life, that's a whole different thing. Because you can take 10,000 courses on money, but if you don't shift the pain, the suffering attached to money, money will not come. No matter what you do, money will not come. I'm talking about my own experience. So I believe that if somebody that is listening to us, if their goal is to make a lot of money, is to tune in with that currency, because money has a currency, a vibration, a frequency. And attach to that, and then the gates will open and the abundance will come. I mean, there's two ways to do it. You can allow for it to come, or you can kill yourself making it, working hard, hustling, doing this, doing that. I have 3 jobs and I have 10 different things. The money's coming, but you're unhappy, you're unhealthy, you have no time. Yeah. That's but the other way, where you just get to do what you love, offering value to others, and allow the money to come and catch up with you. That's a beautiful way to navigate the currency and the frequency of this subject, which is in so many people's mind, because I truly believe that in the process of civilization, they have removed our divine right of prosperity. And now, like, we are born worthy, so we should be able to have whatever we want. But society and the system says, if you don't work hard, if you don't do this, and you don't do that, you're not going to make money. So at a subconscious level, we've been brainwashed to believe that we have to do all these things to make all this money, when in reality, if you just connect with it and then follow your heart, doing the things that you want constantly, never giving up. Do you know the YouTubers, some of the YouTubers?
Yeah.
Okay. One of the biggest YouTubers right now is called Mr. Beast.
I have heard about him.
Okay. So Mr. Beast said that now he's a multi-millionaire, he's making lots of money, he gives money away to people. But he said this, which he started recording videos on YouTube. I don't know, he was 13 or 14, he was very young. And for 7 years, he only was making like $10 a month on his videos.
Mm.
For 7 years, he did this. And he kept saying, like, people would kept telling him, "Oh, you should quit. You're not making money. Get a real job. Do this, do that. You're a loser." And he kept, and then he started doubting himself, like, "My God, maybe I should do this. Maybe." And he's like, "No, no, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to do." That's like a total real breakthrough, you know,
Mm.
his
Amazing.
commitment to his channel. And then on the seventh year, somebody contacted him and said, "Hey, we want to pay you to do this." And then he got like his first $5,000 thing, and then he's like, "Whoa!" Now he has 100 million followers on YouTube.
Huh.
I mean, come on, and he gets to do whatever he wants. So all I'm saying is he connected to what he really wanted, and he never gave up on it.
Mm.
And this message is especially for you because I know you want to do great things,
Mm.
and I sometimes you doubt yourself, and sometimes you listen to the voice inside of you thinking that it's you, but it's not. So
Mm-hmm.
the message is, JJ, go in the direction of your dream and never give up, even if you're swimming in shit. Don't give up because your breakthrough could be right on the other side.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So now,
Wow.
what is your take on money?
Beautiful. My take on money.
Your
Mm.
experience, you.
Well, in my life, I have had like that resistance, maybe, or uh, limiting belief in regards to money. For example, that money is hard to get, that you have to really struggle to get it, or mm, maybe that you have to be a little bit of lucky, or to have, yeah, something like luck to make it work in a way.
Mhm.
Um, my father, for example, really struggles with that too, and he has a strong fear of losing the money that he already has. Uh,
Oh, well, that's the worst. That's the
okay.
worst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he micromanages like his income and the things that goes out, his expenses and so on. And that has affected in a way my beliefs, of course.
Mhm.
Uh, so I've been working on self discovery, healing myself, and so on lately. Well, lately, like some years. I've
That's
been in
beautiful.
this
I love
process.
it.
Yes.
Mhm.
I will say that all my life I've been having this drive, at least in my essence. Thanks God for that. And I've been realizing that money is something that you can like give yourself permission to receive that.
Mhm.
And if you don't give yourself, if you don't think that is possible, you're not going to get it. If you don't think that money is good, if you think that is dirty in a way to receive money, you're not going to receive it either. And also, if you overcomplicate the process through ego, that's something that we do a lot of the times. We don't realize that there are certain things that are effective to receive money, and
Mhm.
other things that are just mental masturbation, and you are just trying to feel productive, but you are actually not doing anything at all. And I do a lot of those things. I tend to do those things.
I love it.
Yeah, so
But
it's something that I
okay,
try
ahead.
to filter and recognize, but a lot of times I get like that fear of not doing things perfect, and that gets in the way of receiving money because you don't receive money by being perfect. You receive money by doing simple things, actually, in the end.
Mm.
And trying to show off or inflate my ego by doing things that are quote unquote impressive, a lot of times I block the way to receive.
Yes,
So that's also something that I've been seeing in my process. So what do you
nice.
think?
I love it. I love the biggest thing, the reason why we're doing this together It's because I love your journey. I want to support your
Thank
journey. I don't want to, if I can avoid you some suffering, I want to do that with
you.
you because I think that you're an amazing person. They have so much to give to this world that people can learn so much from you because you're so young and you're such a little old man and your experience and all that. So the first thing is to recognize the effort you're putting into this process because I'm
Hmm.
sure you don't give yourself enough,
Yeah.
right? Oh my God, JJ, you're doing so great. Look at all the work you're doing. I'm sure you don't do that. Instead, you go like, oh, you didn't
Yeah.
do that. You didn't do that well, right? That's human nature.
Hmm.
So
That's true.
I will say every day, take time to thank yourself for the work that you do for you, for others, just being here. Because
Hmm.
this little vessel here is what keeps us in this earth. So every day that you wake up is a plus. You're already making money. You're alive. You're worth a lot of money. If you were to sell all your organs, you'll be a millionaire.
Oh yeah. Good idea.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So really, starting today or yesterday or tomorrow, we should feel like a gold mine
Mm.
when we're walking down the street. And for me, this eclipse season that I was talking to you before we started is all about that shining, shining like a diamond inside, feeling inside that golden liquid rush that makes you connected to everything.
Hmm.
And that way you can feel that you're worthy of receiving. And also remembering the abundance comes in different ways, right? It could be somebody gives you something, or you receive something, food,
Mm.
a gift that you're attracting that. So to recognize the things that you do attract in your life, to check to see where your energy is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What was the
Totally.
last thing that you attracted into your life without that somebody gave you out of the blue?
Out of the blue.
Yeah. There's something that maybe you wanted and then it just showed up.
For example, my partner told me that artist that I really love is going to have a concert, and well, I didn't knew that, and I bought the tickets. But the gift was she telling me, because if she didn't tell me, I will not have
Nice.
the opportunity to buy the tickets. And next weekend I'm going to go with her
To where?
uh, to Medellin. And the artist, maybe someone knows, is Sebastian Yatra.
Oh,
He,
nice.
he's
That's so
singing in Medellin, and I
awesome.
love that artist.
Uh-huh.
So I'm excited to go
Excellent. See?
next Sunday. Mm-hmm.
So to recognize that is a little gift.
Mm-hmm.
That brings you closer to being able to receive anything instead of taking it for granted, you know? It's
Mm-hmm.
like when I found my little rock here that I was showing you. I,
Yeah.
I went on a gold a scavenger hunt at a river here called Salton River here in Seattle.
Yeah.
And we were looking for gold, and I got this little guy here. Oh, and I felt so happy like a child, like, oh my God, the God sent me my own little demon.
It looks like a face.
Yeah, so I don't have to be bad now. He gets to be bad. You're
Ah,
bad.
okay.
Punish, 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 punish. And
Oh,
this little thing, like I felt so happy. I can't even describe it. Like I didn't find gold, but I found this rock, and that made it great. That made my whole trip great.
yeah,
So being thankful for the things that we do get, which
totally.
here in the United States, people take so many things for granted because life here is a little bit easier.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see the Americans, they have never left the country because they tend to be entitled because they
Mm,
don't know any better. They have never faced a different culture or even left their own town.
Wow.
So that tends to keep you close-minded. That's why so many people have to, work 3 jobs here, especially now where the uh,
3 jobs. That's
it's
sick.
in, is sick. Is sick because people can't pay their bills. They can't feed their kids. They can't. I mean, it's incredible. So yes, money right now is a huge issue, especially because a lot of the governments are switching into this digital currency
Mm-hmm.
that is gonna even enslave us more because they're gonna know everything we're doing.
Mm.
If they're gonna be able to track us. So I think that right now is the time for us to liberate us and take back our money power. So launch your business, write your book, start your podcast, whatever it is. Now is the time to do it right now, not tomorrow, not in 3 months. Today, get up and get your stuff together and then go out there and start attracting this well-being and this money and feel worthy of it. That's
Mm-hmm.
it. I think that that's the biggest thing. Like for me, my whole life, which is what I've been fighting with, I have felt unworthy of being alive because that was the message,
Mm.
right? You're a
Yeah.
girl. My mom didn't like the girls. She wanted boys. Women are good for nothing. That's so fucked up because
Yeah.
we
Oh,
we are the givers of life,
totally.
and we have all these powers. So, what was the message for me, Sandra? You don't count for anything. You are worthless. So when you have that imprinting you,
Mm.
it's difficult to 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 feel worthy when people like sometimes I have overcome a lot of that negative self-talk,
Uh-huh.
but sometimes when somebody wants to give me something really big, I feel like, do I even deserve it?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll take it because I asked for it, I have to take it. But then I feel like, oh my God, do I do I deserve this? What did I do to get this? I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
So if anything, if there is anything that we can do in this podcast, I want people to work in the liberation of the negative self-talk that was imprinted in us by the people that look after us when we were young. Like
Mm.
in your case, I know that you had a lot of similarities where
Yeah.
you were imprinted with all this stuff that makes you feel unworthy of money, right?
Yeah. Of a lot of things.
Of a lot of things, exactly.
Uh-huh.
So our job here is to understand that that voice in our head is not us, it's somebody else's voice.
All right. Yeah.
And I know it sounds easy and it's not.
It is not. But
But
what had helped you in that process, like practices that you have done?
I meditation has been amazing.
Mm-hmm.
To me, I'm very connected with the elements. So when
Mm-hmm.
I want something, I go out into the universe and I touch the trees and I scream into the wind and I said, I want this. I feel worthy of having this. And
Mm.
like a miracle, boom, it comes to me. But when I start, I need money to pay my bills. Can you send me money? That doesn't work. That
Okay.
doesn't work. I
Okay.
have to feel worthy of what I want in my life to be able to allow to come in. Like, I'm
Yeah.
sure you feel worthy of some things, right? Like your guitar back there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Definitely.
So practicing that is a big deal, but it's not easy because it's
Mm.
not natural for us. So it's an everyday battle. It's like brushing your teeth. You have to brush your teeth every day.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a practice. It's going
It's
to get easier over time and more natural.
I like to
Definitely.
call it's a ritual, right? So to sit down. Oh, I like your shirt. You're wearing a different shirt today. I love it.
Yeah,
Because
I like it too.
you're always wearing like a white shirt.
A white, yeah. The
Uh-huh.
majority of the time today is a black shirt.
Yeah, I love
Today I'm
it.
going to be black.
Okay. And I'm white.
Oh,
Oh,
we
I
changed.
I love
Cool.
it. So
Uh,
that's it. I think that remembering that we have the power to take our conversation back and to
mm-hmm.
rewrite this blah 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 never ending. But the first thing is to identify, hey, why are you saying this to me? It's not true. I am worthy. People do love me.
Mm-hmm.
I bring value to the table. What I have to offer, people want,
Mm.
instead of the ah, you're good for nothing. You don't do anything right. You're a piece of shit. That's negative self-talk that
Yeah.
keeps you in the depressed, anxious, and it's just an everyday thing. It doesn't end. It doesn't end. Like every day I wake up and I say, today's gonna be a good day. I do my routine, I stretch, I connect with my crystals, I meditate. But I didn't do that before. Okay. I don't want you to think that I've been doing this my whole life, because before I wake up, I drink a beer, I go out, do things, morning
Uh-huh.
buzz.
What?
But the morning buzz,
Money. I don't know that expression. What it means?
BUZZ, the buzz. When you
Uh,
drink alcohol in the morning and you have a buzz and then you go to work,
uh-huh.
I'm sure you never done it, but a lot of us have.
Uh,
Like, I don't want this job, so I'm gonna drink or smoke before I go to work. And then you go to work and you're like,
uh,
ah,
okay.
because you're running in automatic. But when
Yeah.
you make a decision to have intention in your life and decide where you want to go, like the same thing I was telling you about Mr. Beast, he made a decision. I'm going to be the biggest YouTuber no matter how long it takes me. And
Mm.
he is. He has the largest account. I think he has the largest account in YouTube.
Yeah.
It maybe took him 10 years, but he did it.
You did it. That's amazing.
So if this can be an inspiration for us,
Yeah.
and that's what I'm saying. For me, this is the last part of me working on myself, because I have to overcome my addictions,
Mm.
my negative, my when you're trying to kill yourself, like that negative,
Suicidal thoughts.
yeah, the suicidal thoughts, the bad relationships, my sex addiction, porn. I have to overcome so many things.
Wow. Congratulations.
I know. To just get to here and now, where the only thing where I have a dark aspect is on my finances, but the
Uh-huh.
universe has supported my whole life, you know?
Yeah.
So I have to feel thankful every day, because only in the last 3 years I decided, hey, I'm going to clear the shadow of my money, you know? So
Totally.
the first 2 years, I didn't know what to do. So I meditated, blah, blah, blah. But this last year, I created a conscious ritual where I wake up every day and I say, I feel worthy of my life. I'm
Mm-hmm.
here because I have something to say.
Mm.
And everywhere I go, people are going to embrace me. And even though the mind says, you're not.
What the hell? You're a liar.
Exactly. And I
uh,
know this happens to a lot of people. But
yeah.
the key here is to not give up. Not give up until you see the result, until you hit the bell, until you get to where you want to go.
Mm.
And that's where I am in my process. So I'm in my process of aligning with money, and boom, I get hit with menopause.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Now my mind is crazy, my body's burning. I don't know what goes up, and so
Okay.
now I have another challenge on top of me. So I
Mm-hmm.
had to accept my body, my changes, and still love me the way I am. My whatever has changed, my hair, my feet, I have to love the changes. And
Mm.
then parallel to that, I have to keep working on my ritual, my money ritual. So
Totally.
when you get hit with something, don't give up. You know what I mean? Like never
Yeah.
give up. That's the message. Never give up.
Totally. I totally get it. And it's really inspiring. Yeah.
Go down with the ship, sink with the ship, but don't give up. So that's the only reason why I'm still alive. Because
Mm.
even the times when I thought life was winning and I didn't want to be present here no more,
Mm-hmm.
something inside of me says, but Sandra, you can't go. So I'm
Mm.
still here, you know?
Yeah.
Like so many other people have jumped from the top of the roof, killed themselves, OD, whatever,
Mm.
because they couldn't deal with the shadow conversation of
Yeah.
you're not good, you know?
Everything is in the head, actually.
Everything is
Actually,
in the
if you
Mhm.
really see the world, everything is heaven.
Yes,
If you really see it without the inner dialogue or the stories we create of hell.
exactly. So
Oh.
I hope this conversation have helped somebody because I know in these times so many people are discouraged. Some now over here the ratio of suicide amongst young children have skyrocketed. They don't want to be alive anymore
Mm.
because they don't know they're not being supported correctly, you know?
Yeah.
So I really consider myself very lucky that that I'm still here and that I get to give people hope that everything and anything is possible. Anything is possible as long as you're breathing and you keep that hope alive. I hope that one day I hope, I hope, and never give up.
Beautiful.
Yeah?
Okay.
Do you like it?
So I love it. I love it. I think that that's a beautiful message to end the conversation. And
Okay,
actually, the call is going to stop in a minute, so it's a perfect timing. So I mean, it's really inspiring. Thank you so much, and we really hope the audience finds value in this because we need more of not giving up and following our heart in our own process. So
totally.
much love to everyone. Thank you.
Thanks for listening and thanks for subscribing. Besito.
Much
See
love.
you again.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks.